Here I'm going to talk about the number of bills in California by code. And this is my 2025 edition. So we have 29 codes in California, beginning with the Business and Professions Code, and of course, ending with the Welfare and Institutions Code. These 29 codes have just over 156,000 individual statutes or code sections. Of course, each year, more statutes are being considered. So the question I've done in this little bit of research is how many bills introduced in 2025 affect those 29 codes? And I put together a little chart that looks at the number of bills that amend, add, or repeal sections of those 29 codes during the 2025 California legislative session. I've also compared those to the stats of the 2-year 23-24 statute session and the number of bills considered. Almost across the board, it's literally half. It's very interesting. For example, the first one, Business and Professions, in 2025, there were 333 bills considered. In 23-24, the 2-year session, 632. Civil Code, 290 bills. In 23-24, 495. The Code of Civil Procedure, 179 bills this year in 2025. The Commercial Code, 13. The Corporations Code, 51. The Education Code, 322, exactly half of the 23-24 number, which was 644. The Elections Code, 78 bills. The Evidence Code, 60 bills. In the 23-24 session, there were 116, so just shy of half. Family Code had 62 bills. Financial Code, 46 bills. The Fish and Game Code, 68. The Food and Agricultural Code, 55. The Government Code, the largest, had 1,175 bills. Interestingly, over the 2-year session, 23-24, 1,710. So quite a few more bills in 2025. We'll see what happens in 2026. Harbors and Navigation, there were 20 bills. Health and Safety Code, 613. The Insurance Code had 163 bills in the 2025 session, 295 in last year's 2-year session. Labor Code, 189 bills. Military and Veterans Code, 40 bills. The Penal Code, 329 bills. The Probate Code, 33 bills in 2025. In the 23-24 session, 67, basically twice the number this year. So right on track. Public Contract Code, 119 this year. Public Resources Code, 348. The Public Utilities Code had 176. In the 23-24 session, they had 333. The Revenue and Taxation Code this year, 228 bills. The Streets and Highways Code, 64. The Unemployment Insurance Code, 59 bills. In the 23-24 session, 109. The Vehicle Code had 135 bills. The Water Code, 90 bills. In the last 2-year session, 23-24, 184, nearly half this year. The Welfare and Institutions Code, 331. In the 23-24 session, 671, almost twice the number. Anyway, so again, to me, the most interesting thing from these numbers is really the relative consistency each session with the number of bills affecting the same code section. And that is the case, by the way, over the last decade or so that I've been tracking this data. In other words, during the last decade, roughly the same number, in some cases, literally the same number of bills each 2-year session affecting an individual code. And so for the 2025 session, the first year, of course, of the 2-year biennium session, in a lot of instances, it was roughly half of the prior year's 2-year session. So interesting from a consistency standpoint in particular.